Hey guys, Jason here. Some of y'all are probably wondering what the heck happened to me. I uploaded a raving review and then ghosted y'all for a month. That was not intentional, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. So at the end of May, I went on vacation with the rest of my family, and we went down to Florida. I had a great time down there. But on the last day, a family member got sick, and I was stuck in the car with said family member for the 12-hour drive back home. And the cold turned out to be COVID-19, and it rampaged through my entire family. Every single one of us got it, including me. So it absolutely kicked my butt for 2.5, 3 weeks straight there, but I'm finally back to 100% now, and everybody in the family's fine. They all just had, a miserable week or two. Then they were back on their feet, so that's all good there. But that's what happened to me. I couldn't make videos and all that. I was, half dead at the time. So the future updates are coming here. In the meantime, I've cleaned up my garage space out there where the Cadillac and the Thunderbird is. I'm going to start working on those very, very soon. Also have several raving review scripts in progress, and I'm going to start back to doing the raving review stuff more regularly. It seems to be my most popular videos even to today, or at least of the modern ones that I'm doing. So more raving reviews are incoming soon. So now that the fleet update's done, I think I'll tell you a car story. I'm going to tell you the story of my second car, and really the first time I got screwed over by a seller. So when I was 15 to 17, I had the 88 Chevy Silverado pickup truck. I drove it, I loved it, everything. And unlike normal teenagers, I didn't want a sports car. I was on a luxury car kick. So I sold my Silverado for a ridiculously low amount. I think it was like $1,500 I sold it for. And I had cash in hand. I started looking around for a car. And I originally wanted a Mark 8, which I made the raving review on, but I couldn't find one. Not at that time. They were too expensive. Couldn't find one that was decent enough. I looked around. I had looked at a 97 Z28 that had a porthole on the side of the block, and they wanted too much money for it. So I found a 1995 Cadillac Seville. It was bright red, had Bose stereo, luxury, 275 horsepower, the whole nine. And it was cheap. The paint job was messed up on it, but we could fix all that. So I went up to this guy, and I was looking at the car, and I liked the looks of the car and everything. And he's like, well, do you want to test drive it? I said, sure. He's like, fine, just test drive it only in the parking lot here. Which nowadays would trip every red flag in my brain. I would say, what? Back then I was dumb. I had only bought one car. So I did, of course, and I drove around the parking lot. Everything seemed fine. I gave him the cash. He took off like a shot, which again, red flag. I got in the car on the highway, and it went from first to second, and it didn't go past second gear at all. It's like, I just got screwed. This thing needs a transmission. Great. So me and my dad were driving the car back, and he's like, well, hell, if we only got second gear, we might as well enjoy it. So he's ripping on this car, getting it up to 75, 80 miles an hour out there. We got Bob Seger blaring on the Bose stereo. It was a cool car. But I get it back home, and I realize I might have to pull the subframe on this car, which always sucks. So I go down and I buy transmission for this car before taking my old transmission out. And I went to a junkyard, a local place, and they swore to me that the transmission they gave me was correct. It was a 4T60E they gave me out of a Buick, not a 4T80E that the North Star Cadillacs use. So by the time I got the 4T80E out of this thing, I realized, oh crap, this is the wrong damn transmission. So I go back up there and tell them, hey, y'all gave me the wrong transmission for this car. No, we didn't. Yeah, you did. I got this one here, I got yours here. They're clearly not the same transmission. Oh, we gave you one out of a 4.9 car. That's out of the North Star car. Yeah? Well, we don't have a 4T80E. Well, what are we going to do about it? Fortunately, they were cool about it. They gave me my money back. Went to another junkyard, got a 4T80E in it. Spent the next, I would say, probably 16 hours trying to put that thing back in. And for those who don't know, a 4T80E is the heaviest transmission ever built, I think. It probably weighs 300 pounds. You can't hardly move this thing around at all. But I finally got it back in, got the car running, everything was fine. And fortunately, I dodged the head gasket issue on that car. Never really had an issue with it. But I drove it from age 17 to age 19 when I finally sold it and wound up getting another Cadillac Seville, which, again, different story for a different time. But yeah, that was the story of my second car. First time I really got screwed over by a seller. I learned that day that everybody lies and don't take them at their word. Drive the car. But, you know, the old saying about good judgment comes from experience, which comes from bad judgment, and I made plenty of it at that time. So yeah, that has been the story of it and where I've been. So as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoyed these videos and you want to see more. And stay tuned because I got a lot of content coming.